Watch the first turn, someone else finishes Petra. Well, if it happens on the first turn, that won't be so bad. If it happens 27 turns from now, the salt will flow. The salt will be real. So we are playing as Khmer, or Khmer. One of the brand new, I think some people say Khmer as well. One of the brand new civilizations that was recently added in here. We are in the Winter 2017 patch. We're running the Community Quick UI mod, the CQUI mod that's community driven, which is fantastic and lovely and wonderful, and I like it so very much. We started, Chaos Lord here is our capital. We started here. So we have a bit of, like, space to ourselves. We got some room to expand over here and probably put down a city over there. But we've got a good number of them. We did rush out a city over here, the city of Razan, which is right next to Kilimanjaro, which has some really good food resources over there. We did go and plop down a holy site here, which does go ahead and culture bomb around it, which is why we have so many tiles towards the front here. Congo is the only neighbor we are aware of. They are in a war against an unknown civilization, someone we have not met yet. So that's good, because the Congo is slightly busy, because they do have stronger military than we do, but not necessarily overwhelming, assuming we get some walls up. We're going to get some walls up relatively soon, especially as in MGZ Shonix over here. The idea might also be to build a encampment over here to give us a really strong position to make a move against Kinshasa, if at all possible. So they do have some troops, but I'm not too terribly worried. City-state-wise is interesting, because the quest here is to trigger an inspiration for theology, and unless I am wrong, I am never wrong, theology inspiration happens when we found a religion. We've also got a quest here to recruit a great prophet, and that is definitely what we're trying to do over here. If we take a look at the great popple screen over here, they're at war with Indonesia. Did we know that they're at war with Indonesia? How do we know they're at war with Indonesia? Oh, it was revealed in the messages. That's right. Because like, as soon as you said it, I'm like, that sounds familiar, but why do we know that? Right, we got a news item that said who they're at war with, so clearly Indonesia's nearby. I did guarantee that Indonesia would be in this game. Everyone else is random, but otherwise guaranteed. We are playing Deity difficulty, standard speed, standard size, continents map. Otherwise, we're all okay. Oh, Emily du Châtelet. This is, I named this computer. This computer of mine is named after Emily over here. Very cool character. But while we would very much like a great scientist, what we're going for right now is a great prophet. This is, in fact, the final great prophet of the game. So clearly, there's no Arabia, or they, like, got a great prophet the normal way or something like that. Currently, we're the closest to it. We're 17 turns away over here. Quite far from faith buying it. I don't think that's going to happen. But 17 turns. Looks like we're well ahead of everyone else. We are also doing the project over here, the Holy Site Prayers, which will give us another chunk of great prophet production. So hopefully, everything will move us in the right direction over there. We're also building the shrine over here that'll help out our point rate. So probably looks like Kinshasa is building a wonder for you. Oh, that's so nice! Chichen Itza is being built. God, I love the AI for that. They're so nice to me. Always building me wonders. Good eye, by the way. Anything else we should talk about? I don't know. Let's take a look at our government situation here. Caransries for more gold, Ilkham for more builder production. We are probably planning on building a few builders because we could use some more development. Bonus influence points over here. I think it's going to be good. The great profit points return, which is also good right now. This card will go away when we do get our great profit. I think we can just next turn. We sort of have a few units vaguely on the front with the Congo here. We don't want to go to war with them right now, if at all possible. We sort of just want to keep an eye on them. I don't expect that they would declare war on me right now, though. It would feel a little bit odd, wouldn't it? Is it possible to steal a wonder due to encampment expansion? Well, first of all, the encampment, I don't think will do any border grabbing. Holy Site does do border grabbing, but I suspect you cannot flip a wonder doing that. I strongly suspect in Civ 6 you can't steal a wonder. Because you can't plunder a wonder, you can't swap a wonder to a different city once it's built, as far as I know. So probably not. Where the hell are these guys going? Where's Indonesia? I mean, unless one of these city-states is involved. I don't know. Why is Mohendaro so low res? I don't know what that means. Oh, there's our first tip of the day. Who dat? Where's my thingy? There's my thingy. Willem Julius, hey, thank you very much for the contribution to the Whiskey and Chocolate Fund. Hey, Quilt Petra Hype! Have you ever heard of a book called We Are Our Brains? No. I'm reading it, it's blown my mind. Written by a Dutch professor. I'll take a look at it. Now back to Civ. Thank you very much for that recommendation. Always appreciate book recommendations, actually. I don't read as much as I used to, but I still go on binges, and it's very satisfying when that happens. Okay, choose production. So over here, we just finished that extra shrine, which is great. We might want to get walls up over here. It's not on the front with the Congo, but I would probably prefer to focus my attention over here, which means I may not have troops over here, and he does have some cities. So I feel like it might be smart to invest in some walls over here. And probably sooner rather than later, especially since we can't buy them. And not that we have that great of an income anyway. I think it's worth going ahead and doing the investment. Although I might want to pre-plop a district to lock in the cost here, and we know we're going to want a campus here, so I think that's what's going to happen. We will go ahead and plop the campus down. It's good that I put these pins down between episodes, or before I stop an episode, because I have no idea what's going on the next week. But yeah, then I'm going to go to Ancient Walls and just move it up the queue. I think that's probably a very good idea. So over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a mine here, and I will be chopping this forest. And building the mine first makes a lot of sense, because then we get the bonus production a little faster. So that shaved 2 turns off right now, which isn't too bad. And yeah, we'll do a chop, which will take a bunch of turns off. And hopefully, we will be getting that Petra. We'll see. Hey, Cianist. Ooh, 9 months. Quilly teen baby. A Twitch baby. Okay. I don't have to switch production over here. Everything is still fine. So next turn. Major question, to conquer or protect Brussels? Well, for now, yeah, sucking up to them is good. I think we are the suzerain of Brussels right now, which is good, actually. If a war started, they would be on our side, which is very handy-dandy. We'll probably try to keep something like that going on. So yeah, we're going to go for the chop over here. And yeah, none of the tiles over here have been improved. Clearly, we're going to need some builders, and that's why we're running Ilkham. We did start building a builder over here at Gandhi Nuked Me. And actually, Razan, I think we will probably build a builder after the Ancient Walls. I'm actually wondering, you know what? I can probably afford to go builder first, now that I think about it. Especially with Brussels protecting us over here, and Congo still busy in another war. I'm wondering if they were moving their troops over here to start a war, and now they're like sort of changing their minds and moving back, or they're very confused. I don't know. Mohenjo-Daro is, yeah, it is the Congo over here, so we may try to like influence them a bit. Again, if we do found a religion, that will help a scooch. Okay, next turn. I only play with CQUI. It's the only mod that I have running. Everything you see is part of that.
People cannot find time for recreation, or sooner or later to find time for illness.
Alright, Games and Rec just finished. I don't think we changed any of our policies. Let me make a quick peek with our city-states. Do we have anyone? No, we don't have 0 with anyone. So there's no reason to run Diplomatic League, so we keep Charismatic Leader. We still need the Great Profit points. We still have a caravan, and the money, actually, that +2 gold is really influential right now. We are building at least 2 builders. Oh, no, we want to run Corvée for the Wonder production. And you know what I'm thinking? Urban planning. Get a little extra production. Wandaro City UI is low res on stream. The rest is HD. What do you mean Moandaro is low res? I'm very confused. Yeah, policies look good. I think so. So now we're down to 18 turns on the Petra, which is great. Someone just built Jebel Berkel, which is, I believe, a new wonder with that came out at the same time as these new civilizations. We may want to do both of these. I think what we'll end up doing is pre-researching both of these. I actually might want to hard research defensive tactics. I mean, he might declare war on me, but he might not. He's still got dudes going around. Tell you what, let's start with defensive tactics, because the limes would actually be very helpful to build walls very quickly if we get declared on. So we're going to do a chop over here. Boom. Take 3 more turns off the Petra. All right. Let's see what we can do. Oh, I think it is just the contrast. I think it's just because it's the purple font color is not... Yeah, it doesn't pop quite right. Even though it feels like it should, there's a weird sort of thing behind it and whatever. Cobble I always find to be kind of hard to read because it's such a dark red. I think that's it. I think the font's fine. It's just... especially with the encoding, you can get some of that messed up stuff. Now, the fact that they're working on a wonder here is actually very, very good for me. Because A, I'll hopefully get to take it. But B, it means this city is not producing military units, which is nice. Whoa! Why does this apostle have freaking, like, spikes going on? What's with the apostle symbol here? Is that just, like, the new... Is this maybe all religious units? Maybe all religious units have the little things over there to make them stand out because they're on a separate layer than before. That is definitely new, though. Wow. Definitely. I think it's new. What do I know? I'm an idiot. Aqueduct, catapult. We are going to want the catapult. We're going to want aqueducts because it's awesome for us, and we are working on ancient walls, so we should be able to get that. New religious style, yes. Okay. Need more housing. Jar Debbie, thank you very much for the contribution to the Whiskey and Chocolate Fund. First things first, these are great streams. Secondly, I also enjoy the occasional whiskey and chocolate. Cheers. I am cheering with something that's not whiskey because I have to drive out to the airport after the stream. So it feels great giving to the fund. And by the way, my sister's name is Petra, just saying. Well, hey, that name rocks. Sorry. Latin puns. Woo! Okay. Trade route is up and ready to go in Lamfair over here. We are still going to be prioritized maximum production as much as possible here. Well, there's a lot of one production options, and that's pretty much it. So there's something to be said, actually, about running the trade route to MGZ Shonix over here. Even though it only produces 1 food, it'll produce a road towards the front that does cut through a mountain here and might accelerate our movement that way. Still, I'm not convinced it's quite good enough. Now, presumably, we did finish a trade route. Yeah, so we've got roads. Hang on. We've got a road to Chaos Lord, but not beyond. Oh, okay, so I might want to go ahead and see. Can I get the road all the way to Rosin and have it work properly? Yeah, 2 food, 1 production. We'll get the road through here. It'll cut through a few hills. We're planning another city over here. I think that's going to be an excellent idea. Yeah, just I like mobility within my little empire here. Plus, it sets up another trade route for later, which will be handy. Roads first, profits later. Well, mostly I focus on... I usually focus on food and production for my my trade routes as well. Something was just... I was worried. When this symbol came up and the gear came up, I was like, don't tell me. And it's an unmet player as well. That's Deity for you. Try to build a wonder on Deity? Okay, if you're a masochist. God, it would have been such the perfect Petra location, too. Now, we didn't waste that many turns, luckily. Now, I don't know what happens to the production there. I don't know if it's just lost, if it gets applied to the next thing in the queue. Like, this builder's fairly produced, but I don't know if that's actually overflow or not. We clearly didn't get money. Should chop more. I mean, we didn't have any more builders. And chopping more, we wouldn't have been able to do it. Even if I chopped everything here, first of all, these are... Well, there's one more forest. This is rainforest that we're planning on keeping up. I mean, we chopped the rainforest here and the forest here. One more forest, shave another 3 turns off. It wouldn't have been enough. Just a circle in the sand now. All right. Time to kill everyone. I want to build an encampment here. I can't right now. I'm not going to start another district because then I wouldn't be able to start the encampment until MGZ Shawnex grew to size 4. And right now it's not growing at all. So, oh, we are housing capped, which is part of it. I'm still thinking I'm going to start with the walls. Well, again, his units are all over here. You know what? I bet you can squeeze in a granary. Let's give it a go. Granary, alleviate the housing cap. Build the walls, build the encampment there. Hopefully we're going to get some spread now that we've got some culture producing here. We'll see how it goes. Nuke the Petra City. Maybe. Alright, builder, 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 which is good. We've got Ilcum. We've got extra builders coming in. We need quite a few. We've got more. Yeah, so actually, 4 of our 5 cities are currently building a builder. Oh, we don't have the Ilcum boost anymore. We have the freaking policy that's not helping us at all. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to switch to drama and poetry because we're not going to build a wonder anymore. This way it's only going to be 6 turns until we can swap our policies around. With the failure of Petra, the Khmer people, led by the glorious Quilatine, all agreed that only war could quell their rage and sadness. Okay. Stockholm declared war on the Congo. All right. The walls there's... Ooh. I could declare war and steal the settler. The problem is then all my units would instantly die. So the fact that they've got crossbows already is kind of terrifying. No, I want the builders anyway, even if we don't have Ilcum right now. I still want the builders as early as possible. I'm going to pre-place the campus. But I think what I'm going to do is actually produce an archer here. I think it might be time to switch out of engineering, actually, a little bit. I think we're going to hard research military tactics. It's hard to believe we'll get a kill with a spearman before war starts, so I think we're just going to hard research that. Nathan! Oh, and I missed Wujek right before that. Terribly sorry. Hey, Wujek! I only donate to hear you try pronouncing my name. Also, I love all your stuff. Well, it's Wujek Kiezonka is your full name. Correctly pronounced. I have full faith that that is true. First of all, the W is probably more like a V, so I'm already way off. Like, literally the first letter has probably screwed me up. But thank you very much! And Nathan, thank you as well. Hey, Quill, I'm a Belgium student. Belgium? Who'd like to contribute to your fund, so you can use this money to drink a good Belgian blonde beer. A blonde Leffe is my favorite. They are very, very, very good. Absolutely. And thank you very much for that, even though you're from an imaginary country that clearly doesn't exist. Speaking of things that don't exist, the Petra. Hey, listen. Hey, listen. I know I was talking about building the, an industrial zone here, so that presumably we could build the Venetian arsenal somewhere over here. But this would be a much better spot for the industrial zone, because it would be adjacent to 3 mines. I guess this one will be adjacent to 3 mines eventually as well. Okay, it doesn't matter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and build a mine on here, get more production started over here, which is going to be good. Oh, are you at peace? You're at peace. Okay, war might be coming a little sooner than expected then. Good thing we're starting on some of our defenses. Then you know what? Actually, I'm going to swap you out. Sorry, do start on the ancient walls. Terracotta army. We get declared on lose some of our builders. It'll kind of suck, but we'll find a way to deal. Can I clear the marshes? For a growth boost, Chaos Lord, what's your housing? Your housing's actually okay. Clear it and build a farm would be quite nice to accelerate the growth of the city here. Send envoy. So I think we would like to focus on Mohenjo-Daro over here if we can. Although he does have 6 envoys there, so that might not be entirely possible. Still, I'm gonna put some effort in here. We might be able to get there before things go crazy. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, I'm gonna remove the marsh and then I'm gonna build a farm here, which will be adjacent to an aqueduct, so that'll be nice. There you go, size 7. So it's another tile being worked there, which is great. Build a pasture there, boosting horseback riding. Mankind Air, thank you very much. Here's a contribution to the Whiskey and Chocolate Fund. Take a drink in memory of Petra. Thank you. Here, I'll take another drink of Coke Zero. Yeah, if I don't get the profit either, it's in 2 turns. If somehow I don't get the profit, I think that might be the end of the run. Because we invested a fair amount in trying to get the Petra, not getting us put behind. We also invested a ton into getting a profit, so if we don't get that... Nothing new, just quit failing for the Petra again. Stupid frickin' deity, frickin' frick. Alright, build another mine here, which is going to be very nice for that city. And yeah, I will go and farm that, because we're clearly going to want one. Regardless. We're going to go improve the wheat. We're 1 turn away from tweaking things. We might still want to go and do Ilkham and do another wave of builders, actually. Board game called Imperialism. I will check it out. That sounds very interesting, actually. Drama and poultry are now done. We can build ourselves our theater squares. So we don't need corvée. Yeah, I think it's probably a good idea to put Ilkham in, and we'll do a second wave of builders here. I think that's actually going to do huge things for us. I'm going to get rid of Revelation, because while we don't have the great prophet yet, we should have him in a turn. So I don't think we need him to be around anymore. Instead, we will work on trying to get a great scientist, if and we can. Imperialism is the board game name I see in the chat. You play not as a nation per se, but an investor who controls the high value of shares of the country or something. Sounds interesting. Sounds like my sort of thing. So we're going to set this. There's something to be said about doing the trade route thing, but I think the urban planning actually will give us a little bit more catch-up. We're still making some money. Not huge, but some. We were going to want money for upgrades and things, but we'll see how it goes. We're going to start researching theology. Or are we? Because we're about to get the boost to this. It's got an envoy and everything. You know what's good? Claim great person! We're going to recruit Madhva Acharya. Recruit. And we will be able to found a religion soon. We're going to go to here. You got your special units there. Kind of threatening. Build another farm here, because clearly we're going to want that. All right. Are you ready to profit greatly? Found religion. All right. Our religion is going to use the symbol of the scorpion. Gib Petra now. Now? A lot of people want turtle. Alright, turtle. Gib Petra now. Give Petra now! Give it to us! Give Petra meow. The turtle because you're too slow to get it. Turtle's all the way down! Ooh! Essentially, I didn't read in the book because I need to read that. Whatever. I'm going to give Petra now. Work ethic, we get extra production, which will help our military. Shrines and temples each provide housing, which is awesome. The warrior monks is new. Allows spending faith to train warrior monks, medieval land combat units with a unique promotion tree. May only be purchased in the city with a temple in its holy site. I mean, we gotta try the new warrior monks, right? We have to try it. Although, I think the housing is much, much, much better. Choral music's quite nice, too. But we're gonna have to try warrior monks. Done. Which means we're definitely going to need something here that gives us more faith overall, which could just be a building, although we have to faith buy the buildings. But that's not so bad. Yeah, actually, nothing else gives us more faith over here. Culture bomb adjacent tiles when completing a holy site. Well, we already got that. So it's going to be one of these buildings here. Daramar is new and gives you more faith overall. Although the what with its science, I mean, come on. I mean, come on. What? Found this religion. Boost on theology, which gives us an envoy somewhere, which is great. We got some city quests done, which is excellent. Government stuff, yeah, we just switched over, so that's good. We're gonna get an extra archer over here, which will make me feel a little bit more comfortable. We got a dude. It's Techno Babel! Thank you very much. I recently bought Civ 6 on sale, but I got wrecked by Japan. My first 2 hours on Warlord, despite over 700 hours in Civ 5 in your streams. Here's some money for making the game look easy on Deity. It is a challenge, and it's surprising how quickly they're willing to attack you early on, and Japan is a beast. Alright, I think we can just next turn over here. Nothing strikes fear in your heart, in your enemies, like sea turtles. Reclaim Petra with warrior monks, I think is going to be good. And it'll give us a way to pump out a few more units to combat things. Ah, we finally met Indonesia! Hello, Gitarja? Gitarja? I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce her name. Those who thought us weak litter the ocean floor. That's a good line. It's an honor to meet you. Let's exchange information on capitals. And let's beat up the Congo together. We can do a joint war declaration. Kind of like the joint war declaration is kind of like the war on drugs, except actually effective. Yeah, I'm just gonna build a farm here. And there. Yes, I lost the Petra. Grumble. Got about 15 turns left, actually, so we apparently had no hope whatsoever of getting the Petra. So we're going to finish the campuses, and then we'll probably finish building as many religious buildings as possible to get our Petra production, or our warrior monk production rate as high as possible. But yeah, a lot of campuses being worked on now, which I think is good. Found a religion. Yeah, I think we're going to hard research military tactics. We don't even have a spearman, so yeah. You are like the muck that spreads around ships in calm waters. When in your presence, the best to sail away. Denounces you. They plain just don't like you. Well, come on! And more denouncements. Your income is too low. Doesn't like my income, doesn't like that I don't spread the religion to him. Not that I've had a chance yet. He's actually fully Hindu. So yes, we're going to keep researching military tactics. Not do the halfway thing. Got my units in a certain amount of cover here. Plus a little bit more vision, which is good. Build a pasture. Are you still constructing this? Yep, still constructing Chichen Itza. Which again I take as kind of a good sign. Yeah, we're going to campus like mad here. What does Stockholm want? Recruit a great scientist. Well, that'll be a little tricky, although once we get all the campuses. That will be nice. Alright, campus completed. We don't have the ability to build a temple yet. The Prasat, which is our unique temple. Although we're going to research that probably next. We don't have a monument. We don't have a granary. Although watermill would be best because we actually do have a wheat in here. Get a little production boost. Weren't we going to build another wave of builders, though? Actually, that's exactly what we're going to do. Silly me. I may have gone to Ilkham too soon, especially since I'll be able to do a swap here. No, I didn't finish the Galciv game we streamed for Extra Life. All the Extra Life games will probably not be finished as is, but we might revisit those games. Galciv's quite fun, quite good. I don't really like the combat in Galciv. I like everything else. I love the tech. I love the civic buildings. I like the expansion, the exploration. I love everything about Galciv except for the combat, because it's too open and I find it too finicky and too annoying to deal with. Okay. We have some holy site adjacency bonus, so it feels like I got to put that in. So you know what? I'm not going to put in Ilkham. And actually, our income is awfully low. And actually, it's about to go negative. I'm going to have to put Caravanseries back in. We could just get rid of Inspiration here. But I think it's important to start investing in Great Scientist points. So I think we're going to do this. So we get more faith. And fix our gold. It's only going to be +2 right now because we only have the one trade route, but hopefully we can unlock a few more trade route things soon. So that's going to go from 5.2 faith per turn to 6.3. So not a tremendous boost. I guess we don't have that many adjacency bonuses, but great generals for the war effort. Well, there's that too. We are about to get the boost to recorded history, but I think it kind of makes sense to let pre-research halfway into defensive tactics and whatnot. Another invite, we're going to keep working on Mohenja over here, because we're actually getting a little close to displacing the suzerain bonus. I mean, it's not necessarily the suzerain bonus. Your city's full housing from water as if they were next to a river. I mean, actually, that's not bad at all. Wow. That is going to be a huge bonus long run. Because I'm not actually going to be looking to settle that many cities necessarily next to the river all the time. And in fact, 3 of my cities are not next to a river. No longer the suzerain of Brussels. Well, that's annoying. If I'd noticed that. I think this is a more valuable suzerain, but we're going to have to get them back as well. More points there. We can't get another envoy directly, right? For military training, although I'm still going to just want to pre-research things as much as possible. Looks like we can do one more turn of research on this. Walls, walls, walls. Not much money, but at least we're getting some because we'll want to do some upgrades soon. We're actually probably going to want to beeline the crossbow tech as soon as possible. The empanada has been built, if anyone's hungry. We inspiration recorded history. Oh, is that from building 2 campuses? Yes, it is. Excellent. I think we've got to build the Prasats, which is a lot of faith, especially for us. And missionaries start with the martyr ability, which is amazing. And this will unlock the ability to faith by apostles, so we can reform our religion, which is also going to be very, very, very important. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. Now, way, way, way back here, you're not threatened the same way. You're at your housing cap. Go ahead and just build a granary then for now. That's going to be all right. And we are going to help alleviate the housing cap. Oh, salt for luxuries. I don't know if we're actually luxury capped anywhere, but whatever. We got to mine the salt. Because something, something Petra. Oh, religion's already spread here. And here. Oh, that's quite nice. Didn't expect a religion to be so thoroughly spread by default, which is good, because we've got some Hindu missionaries kicking around here to worry about. Yeah, it's the new religious icon there. Yeah, it's confusing other people, too. It's like, what? What is this? They look like little devils, especially with the red background from Indonesia. Now, you're going to try to convert over our city away from Gib Petra now. I did just get enough faith to faith by a missionary. But you can't start religious combat with a missionary. So I cannot defend as is. I can't block them either because they now operate on their own lair. So until we get our first apostle and launch the Inquisition, I actually can't defend against this religious nonsense. Although what I could do is I could buy a missionary and send them backwards to say, Gandhi nuked me, to make sure to spread to a few of my other cities and make sure they're established. But I think I'm just going to hold on for now. I think I've got to go for the Prasad as early as possible in a few of these places. Hopefully this works out. What do we actually need to get to unlock the warrior monks? You need the temple. Oh, is that it? So once we got the Prasad, we can start building our warrior monks and everything. 35 melee strength. Not too shabby. I can probably go and mine this hill here. This warrior can come to the front. If Indonesia converts one city, you can diplomatically tell her to stop. Yeah, but she probably won't, though. I'm just out of curiosity. Can I, like, make it... Oh. Yeah, I can't discuss right now. I suppose I could declare war on her and then kill her units, but... that doesn't seem ideal. We're a little far from starting the encampment. I'm just going to go and do recorded history right now, because it will lead to more stuff. I'm going to leave that thing half finished. Again, we're going to hard research military tactics, and probably start producing spearmen. Wow! The conversion spam is real. Luckily, Razun is still safe, and we are going to be building the Prasad over there. Holy cow. Ah! Yeah, rip Gib Petra now. We've seen that happen, where we founded a religion, and then it got obliterated. You avoid the smaller shores. Oh, okay. Is that because you're happy I don't have a navy? I'm confused, but sure. You're building Kniggets? Well, it's okay. I mean, once we get the pikemen, we should be okay. Alright, religious tactics is done. Well, we'll finish engineering, clearly, which will unlock the aqueduct finally for us. And I do plan on building a couple of cats. Attacking Kinshasa will be a little tricky because there is a hill here. This also has a rainforest, but that's okay. We can stand in the rainforest and fire on Kinshasa, so that's going to be alright. And there's a couple of good spots over here because these are flat. So we should be able to attack them from the west fairly easily. And possibly even from the east, especially if we get Mohenjo on our side. We'll see. So we're going to mine here. You've sent an actual apostle, too. Jeebus. Y'all are crazy. You don't like that I haven't spread the religion to you. I literally haven't had an opportunity to do it. And yeah, we do have iron over here and over here.
Man's magic.
But we haven't actually mined it. And I might need to buy that tile, I suppose. Actually, I don't have enough money to buy this tile. There's still the idea of buying this tile so that we can build an encampment over there. Okay, we have a lot of things boosted. Okay, we're going to go to machinery. Oh, sailing's only one turn. No, we're going to go to machinery. Yeah, that's actually not within our borders. Is our idea to... I guess we kind of want to settle here. We might need to do that to claim that iron. Now, I don't need iron to build pikemen, do I? No. Catapults? In some versions, you needed, like, something. I don't think we actually need iron. Don't convert my cities. Yeah. Figured that. I don't think we need iron necessarily if we're gonna go with a pikeman. Razun. can get that iron. That's true. Although we don't have the money for it. I think we can go with pikeman crossbow sort of warfare, and it'll be okay. Prove that. Finally, 6 farms. Get our boost towards feudalism, which is nice. And that should also have given you a housing bonus. Indeed, it brought you to 2 of 3 over here. Now, she hasn't actually converted Chaos Lord yet, although probably that's what this apostle will do. She just deconverted it, and there'd still be some pressure. Chichen Itza was built. Oh, no! Our wonder of Chichen Itza was just robbed. This was supposed to be our Chichen Itza right over here. And I know there's more iron over here, too. Like, potentially it'll expand very well. Son of a... I failed the promise. On the bright side, it meant Congo just wasted a ton of time. On the dark side... it means that we don't get to take the Wonder Wood and take Kinshasa. That's okay. If I know anything about Kinshasa, and I only know one thing, is that we're probably going to have some epidemic that triggers there, and we're going to have to send our medic there to go and clean it up right away, while the scientists and the researchers swap cards to try to find a cure. Someone in chat knows. Who's this Wonder Hoarder? I'm thinking maybe China's in the game? Could be something like that. We'll see. Okay, Lamp Fair. What are we building here? Potentially some military units, actually. Your production rate's not terrible. Well, it's not as high as we would like. I mean, we could build more shrines and libraries and everything over here. You don't have ancient walls here, but you're a little further away, so you're probably safe. I think you're going to get started on a pikeman. Yeah, there we go. Pandemics. I still haven't played Pandemic Legacy. What the? That's not going to be annoying at all. I mean, these warriors are probably, like, no longer applicable to anything, but let's attempt to move them out here anyway, and get a couple of archers down there. Freaking barbarians, really? Sure. Okay. So, I'm... a guru? Oh, is Guru the... Oh, Guru's the healing unit. Yeah. That's something new, too. Okay, I'm going to build the Wat, and then faith buy some stuff over here. Got to get a religiosity up. Deity, the level of difficulty where AI builds wonders for you. That is an excellent description, HUD. That's a very good description. Oh, these guys might take care of the barbarian encampment for me.
History is the version of past events that people have decided to agree upon.
All right, we got a boost towards divine history.
Is the version of past events that people have decided.
Campus adjacency bonus isn't actually going to be that huge for us. Apparently, the scripture's not that huge for us either. Hang on a sec. I'm actually a little surprised at that. But yeah, we didn't have any really good adjacency spots for our stuff. I think I'm actually going to get rid of scripture. We might just go back to +1 production in cities. Six is scheduled to update again. I do have it set to only manually update. This one here might just be a bug fix. I know there's a couple of map issues and things. It's very unlikely to break too many things. We'll see. Charismatic leader's still right. Inspiration. You know what? Maybe we can get a great general before this kicks in, and that would be really helpful for a war. It's such a massive bonus. Let's do it. What the hell? Okay. Yeah, we'll just start on military training, and then we'll make a decision as to what happens after that. It actually would be kind of handy to build a meeting house, and then build the Wat later on. I'm gonna see if we can sneak that in there. Just gonna go and stand right here. I guess I'm still gonna send you vaguely down here. Warrior monk. Yeah, I think we've got to spend our first faith on an apostle. And normally I would do the apostle to reform our religion right away, but I think we have to apostle to start the Inquisition so that we can fight back against the missionaries. So we can get some inquisitors to defend our land. I think is what we have to do. Can you get both the meeting house and the what? I'm assuming, just on the basis that you could in Civ 5. But that, I don't know. Maybe one supplants the other. It's not the end of the world. Meeting house, I think, gives you actual more housing or something. I mean, they're all fine. So you're gonna go there. Gilbert, you wanna go upstairs? Hang on, guys. Let's take a short break. Gilbert wants out of the basement here, and I'm gonna take the opportunity to take a short little bio here because, you know, caffeine. So I'm gonna go pee. I'll let Gilbert out of the basement. He's probably hungry, and we'll be back in like 2 minutes with more salt-driven gameplay. You know, the same as every time. See you in a bit.